Okay, turn to page 38. Number 1 is the warm-up. You can think of number 1 as a quiz review question. There will be graphing on the quiz tomorrow. There will be eliminating the parameter on the quiz tomorrow. So pause the video now and try number 1. In your calculator, press mode. Make sure it's in parametric mode. Then I'm going to press Y equals, clear out what's there, and type in the equations for this problem. The t squared minus 2 and 3t. And I'm going to make a table of values to plot my graph. Oh, why isn't that working? So I got x, I need a t, x, and y. Go to my table, and we need -3 to 3. All right, I was having a hard time seeing that, so I made my table bigger. So at t is -3, we're at 7, -9, -2, -1. -2, we've got 2, -6, -1, -3, -2, 0. Okay. So when we plot our points, we're going to start at the point 7, -9. And then we're going to go to 2, -6. Then we're going to go to -1, -3, and then -2, 0, and then -1, 3, 2, 6, 7, 9. And when you connect your points, I missed. Try again. When you connect your points, you have to do an arrow on your line to show what direction your parametric curve is moving in. Oh my gosh, I'm having a hard time with my writing tablet here. Okay, on the quiz, actually make sure you connect your dots, unlike my sloppy graph that is too difficult to write on with this little tablet. Sorry about that. All right, now eliminate the parameter. I don't have linear functions. I've got a quadratic and a linear. So in the x equation, I'm going to isolate the t. I want to get the t by itself. Add 2. Eliminate the square root. We're going to square root both sides. And when you square root both sides, we need plus or minus that square root. And now we take that, what t equals, and we're going to substitute that into the y equation. So I get 3 times plus or minus the square root of x plus 2. I'm going to make that look a little nicer. 3 times plus or minus 1 is plus or minus 3, square root of x plus 2. The reason we have the plus or minus is this part of the graph up here is a positive square root graph, and this part down here is the negative, the reflected part of the square root graph. So we have two pieces since it's not a function. All right, now problem number 3 is new for today. This is the last new material that's going to be on your quiz. So we've got graphing, we've got eliminate the parameter, and now the last kind of problem where we're going to find the parametric equation through 2 points. We've got 3 steps. So pause the video here and write down those 3 steps. So first we have to find the direction vector AB. That's the component form of starting at A and ending at B. So to do that, whoa, what's happening here? We need to find the terminal point minus the initial point. So for the x's, I'm going to go -2 minus 5. And for the y's, -4 minus 2. And then -2 minus 5 is -7. -4 minus 2 is -6. That's your component form. Since we start at A, that's our initial vector A. So the vector equation is going to be x comma y equals the initial point 5, 2 as a vector. Whoops, that's a 2. The initial point plus the direction vectors like your slope. So I'm going to say t -7, -6. So we've got the initial vector plus t times the direction or the component vector. The parametric equations are then taking the x parts together and the y parts together. So for the x parts, I've got x, 5, and then t times -7. Whoa. So we got x equals 5 plus t times -7. So that looks better as 5 minus 7t. And then the y parts, got y, 2, and then the t times -6. So making this part look nicer, that's 2 minus 6t. All right, let's try that again. I'm going to copy these steps. We're going to try that again on page 39. Where'd my steps go? All right, so now for part number 3, we've got the point A, which is -2, 3, and the point B, which is 3, 6. So pause the video here, and I want you to find the direction vector, or that component vector of B minus A. Okay, so you should do 3 minus -2, 6 minus 3. That gives me 5, 3. Your vector equation will be x, y equals. Pause the video here, look back at what we did in the prior problem and see if you can copy that for writing the vector equation. All right, so we've got the initial point A, -2, 3, plus t, 5, 3. Okay, parametric equations. We need an x equals and a y equals. So taking my x parts, -2 plus t times 5, so I like that as 5t. The y parts would be 3 plus t times 3, so that's 3t. And here's our parametric equations. We will not be giving you these 3 steps on the quiz, or the unit test, for that matter. So for these 3 steps, as you do your homework tonight, make sure you can follow these 3 steps without looking at them. All right, let's try number 4. I'm going to get rid of my steps. Pause the video here and see if you can write the entire parametric equations for problem number 4. All right, so first I need my component form. So I'm going to take 5 minus -3, 1 minus -3, and that gives me 8, 4. So then my vector equation is the initial point plus t times the vector I found, and then my parametric x equals, I've got x and t times 8, -3 plus 8t, and y equals -3 and then t times 4. So our final answer is this set of parametric equations. All right, your homework is page 40. It is a ton of practice on finding the parametric equation. You are also going to study for your quiz. Graphing, eliminating the parameter, and writing the equation through the 2 points. Those are the 3 topics on your quiz tomorrow. Oh my goodness. There we go. I'm going to make it so you can read it. All right, there we go. Page 40 is the homework. You're going to do these 3 topics to study for your quiz. See you tomorrow.